Okay, I want to help you out if I can with this next section here, which is section 1.6. You've been working hard on some of the problems. I did a little video on even and odd. I'd like to work on exercises 58 to 73. I think this is kind of good review for the upcoming exam because it tests a lot of different ideas that we've had in terms of getting, understanding functions, which is what chapter 1 is all about. So we're looking at the graph and we're going to try and answer each of the questions. 58 asks me to find the domain of f. Well, the domain is the set of all possible x values, and so I would say that from -4 to +4 is the domain. And notice that I'm using brackets because x is allowed to equal -4. As I look at the picture there, I can see that it looks like -4, 0 is a point, and so is 4, 0. So that's 58. Now 59 asks me for the range of f. I would say, how high and how low does it get? It gets as low as -5, you can see on the left, but when it comes to the right, here, let me show you kind of on my own book here. On the right, there's an open circle here. And that open circle here means that there's kind of a hole in the graph. It does not equal 5 ever. And so I'll put an open parentheses there for 59. 60. It asks me to determine f of 2, and by looking at the graph, it looks to me like f of 2 is equal to 4. Right? And so again, I'm looking right here. Oh no, take it back. F of 2, there's the hole in the graph. It's actually down here by 3, right? There's a closed circle there. So I take it back. F of 2 is equal to 3. For 61, solve f of x equals -5. Okay? Well, if we know that f of x equals -5, the question is, what does x equal? What input would give me an output of -5? And looking at the picture at the lowest point, it looks to me like -2 might be it. 62 asks me for x-intercepts, and I'm seeing -4, 0, I'm seeing 0, 0, and I'm seeing 4, 0. Notice that x-intercepts, if they intersect the x-axis, we all have y equals 0. Over for 63, when they ask me for the y-intercepts, well, that's going to be when x is 0. And the only point that has x equal to 0 for this function would be 0, 0. Number 64 asks me for the zeros. The zeros are the things that make the function f of x equal to 0. Well, those are the same as setting y equal to 0. So these are the same as the x-intercepts. Okay. Again, -4, 0, and 4 are the 3 different values that would answer number 64. 65 is an interesting question. It asks me to solve the inequality f of x is less than or equal to 0. And so if I ask, where does that happen on the picture? Well, I can see that it's below 0. The output is below 0 in here. And so I'm going to say that it's everything from -4 all the way to 0. I will put brackets because those are included. And I will also realize that actually the point 4 is also a solution, the x value 4, because that would make it equal 0. Right? And this says less than or equal to. Okay, moving on. 66. Just tell me the number of solutions to f of x is equal to 3. It looks to me like there's 3 solutions, right? 1, 2, 3. If you look at this point, 1, 2, 3. So I would guess 3 solutions there. 67. Does f appear to be even, odd, or neither? It's funny because it's almost odd. Because if you flip it over, it almost looks the same. The only reason it doesn't is because if I flip it over, that dot is going to be there. So if this dot weren't here, if this were just a nice smooth curve, I would say it looks odd to me. But because of that dot, I'm going to say neither. Okay. 68. List the intervals where f is increasing. Well, I would say that from -2, you think of driving a car from left to right. You know, I start out decreasing. But once I get to x equals -2, all the way up to, say, +2, anywhere in this range here, the car will be going uphill. So from -2 to +2 would be my answer for 68. 69, where it's decreasing, I would say from -4 to -2 it's decreasing, and also from +2 to +4 it's decreasing. Okay. And the maximums and minimums I'm not going to worry about for now. I think that's enough for this video, and I think it will be helpful to you guys in terms of getting ready for the future exam.